Sports News Time, and here is Ayotunde Balogun.
Many thanks, Laddie. Nigeria's home Eagles will arrive in Lagos in the early hours of tomorrow from Morocco after losing 4-0 to the hosts in the African Nations Championship final played in Casablanca. It was the best outing for the Super Eagles in the history of the tournament so far, as the team reached the final for the very first time. Meanwhile, 2018 African Nations Championship hosts Morocco will be hoping their near-flawless hosting of the tournament has shown they are credible candidates to stage the 2026 FIFA World Cup. Apart from the decades-old African problem of luring crowds to fixtures not involving the host nation, observers believe Morocco emerged with flying colors. FIFA member nations will choose the host of the 2026 World Cup in June this year, but Morocco will have to contend with the joint bid of Canada, Mexico, and the United States for the global football showpiece. International Olympic Committee President Thomas Bach says North and South Korea will send a powerful message of peace to the world when they march together under one flag at the opening ceremony of this year's Winter Games. At the opening of the IOC's 132nd session in South Korea, he praised both governments for choosing to harness the Olympic spirit. German Winter Olympians have boarded their flight to South Korea determined not to let a doping scandal surrounding Russian athletes and cold temperatures put them off or dampen their excitement. Meteorologists have forecast deep freeze temperatures in Pyeongchang. However, the athletes aren't worried, but will rather concentrate on their events. The Winter Games takes place from February the 9th to the 25th. And that's a wrap in sports news. I'm Ayotunde Balogun. The news at 10 continues shortly.
Thanks, Ayo. In South Africa, pro and anti-Zuma marchers have been clashing outside Luthuli House, which is the headquarters of the country's ruling party, the African National Congress. This comes as the National Working Committee of the party has been summoned for a special meeting. The top 6 officials of the party had met with President Jacob Zuma at his residence in Pretoria yesterday for talks which failed to secure his departure.
Pro and anti-government protesters march outside the African National Congress ANC headquarters in Johannesburg. One group gathered outside the building singing and dancing with placards reading "Zuma must fall." But others from the Black First, Land First group led a hands-off Zuma demonstration calling for the president to remain in power until his term ends next year. ANC member Nkulu White said that while some are sick and tired of Zuma, no march should undermine the ANC's powers to appoint and recall its own leaders.
We are saying to those who are marching, they cannot come to our offices, that is ANC office, Luthuli House, and march and demand that the ANC must not recall Jacob Zuma. Jacob Zuma was deployed by the ANC. It's the ANC that deploys and it's the ANC that recalls. So we don't want him as the state president. South Africans are sick and tired of him. Everyone is sick and tired of him. So we cannot allow them to come here and cause chaos.
South Africa's ruling ANC will hold an urgent meeting later to discuss Mr. Zuma's future as head of state after overnight talks with the scandal-plagued 75-year-old leader failed to secure his departure.
The South African Police Services as well as ANC security is here with the intention to ensure that we maintain law and order. As the ANC will always protect the right of anybody to demonstrate peacefully, to demonstrate in a disciplined manner, and we're really hoping that these marchers here today will do so in a manner that does not undermine their cause, regardless of whether it is genuine or not. We uphold their right to demonstrate.
Mr. Zuma, in power since 2009, has faced growing pressure to resign as president since he was replaced as leader of the ANC in December by Cyril Ramaphosa, South Africa's deputy president.
Love is in the air as Ebony Live Films hosts a star-studded premiere for the Royal Hibiscus Hotel. Mayowa Ogundele has details of that story and others on Entertainment News.
Many thanks. Here are your training entertainment stories. In the spirit of the love season, filmmaker Mo Abudu has premiered a latest love movie, Royal Hibiscus Hotel, in Lagos, southwest Nigeria. The cast and crew of the Shia Bako-directed movie joined other movie buffs for the exquisite red carpet premiere. The movie, which screened as an independent movie at the prestigious Toronto International Film Festival last year, follows the story of how a young contemporary African woman found love during a quest to rejuvenate her parents' old hotel business.
Yeah. Are you ready?
Awesome.
And still in the Cupid mood, 2017 Afrima Songwriter of the Year winner, Simi, is out with a video to the track One Kind off a 2017 sophomore album, Simi Sola. The song chronicles the story of two childhood friends who couldn't make up their mind about dating each other or just being best of friends. And from outside Nigeria, singer Rihanna was in Senegal championing for education for the world's poorest countries. The pop star is the first global ambassador of Global Partnership for Education, an initiative that supports 65 developing countries to ensure basic education for every child. The body aims to raise $3.1 billion over the next 2 years to ensure access to classrooms for 870 million children in 65 developing countries.
We have a long way to go, and this is a fight that we're never going to stop fighting until every boy and every girl has access to education.
And that's all tonight. The news at 10 continues shortly.
And the main news again, the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission today announced that it recovered over 500 billion naira in assets in the year 2017. Also today, Mr. Kazim Afegbua, who wrote a statement alleging that former military president Ibrahim Babangida asked President Buhari not to recontest the presidency in 2019, has been declared wanted by the police for false and inciting comments. That's the news at 10 tonight. Thanks for being with us. My name is Ladi Akiri Duluale. Good night.